students, this video is a little primer on emailing your teachers from your CNM Microsoft Outlook and also in Brightspace. So, if you have already used Outlook successfully, this video may not be for you. However, learning about Brightspace email is helpful. But if you have ever said the sentence, "My teacher doesn't email me back," or "I think my teacher doesn't like me because she's not emailing me back," or "Wait, I have a student email, should I check it?" then you should definitely watch this video, because chances are your teacher does want to respond to your emails, they just maybe haven't received them. So first, what you want to do is head over to your email box to get this little tutorial going. So an easy, simple way to get to your student email is to go to your main page at cnm.edu, and then you're going to click on this email icon. So when I click on it, it's going to go straight to my email because I'm already logged in. But if I wasn't logged in and I clicked on this, then I would have to put my MyCNM username and password. So this is your email inbox. And if you click on this button, this is how you can create a new message. So I'm going to create a sample message. And it's slow to load because my computer is slow, but it's coming up, I promise. Okay, so you want to make sure in your to-line that you double check the recipient of your email. So you'll notice if you start typing in letters, just like Google, Microsoft Outlook wants to predict who you're going to email. And sometimes if people have emailed you from multiple addresses, Microsoft Outlook will remember those, like one or two addresses from one person. So like your first one may not be the person that you want to send it to, but also say that I had received, like for me, I have multiple email addresses. So if I punch in Jennifer, all these different Jennifers come in. This is one way to email people by relying on Microsoft Outlook to predict who you want to email, but it's not always correct. And the first person is not always going to be the correct person. So you want to double check. Like if you're emailing your professor, make sure you double check with the syllabus. So say I want to email Jennifer Schaller. And say I just want to send her a test email. In your subject line, just like the title of a paper, you want to title your email and show the reader the purpose of your email. And that just helps to cut back on confusion. And then you want to make sure that you email your teacher using a proper salutation. Dear Professor Schaller, I am writing to send you a test email. Please respond if you have received this email. Thank you for your time. Sincerely, Jennifer. Okay, and press send. And I can see that I have received it. Yay, that is good. That's pretty simple. If you like having a signature line, or you want to play with any of your settings in Microsoft Outlook, you can go up to this little gear and you can change the theme, make these colors different. Especially like if you have maybe like issues with like seeing certain colors, like changing the colors can be helpful. And then I'm going to view all Outlook settings. And then this is where you can create automatic replies. Say you're going to be out of town, and you can set dates for that. You can create a signature line. This will format how your messages are composed and your replies are automatically composed. So here you could put like your name, your title, you could put your major, you could put anything. You could put a wonderful quote that you feel encapsulates your educational perspective. You can do anything you want there. But you can also like see who is on your junk senders list. I have these people who want me to like order their textbooks, and I don't. And I have like different people who've like spammed me in my junk email list. So you want to be careful when you're using the CNN email, because actually we do sometimes get phishing emails. So if anyone sends you an email and it looks like a crazy email address and they want you to click on a link, don't do it. What you can do though is you can report that email. So you can report it, and then our information technology services will receive it and put them and deal with that however they deal with it. So that is emailing in Outlook. But you also have your learning platform called Brightspace or D2L, and you can email from this website. So to email from this website, this envelope is your email icon. But if you click on it when you log right into Brightspace, it's not going to show you the people in your classes. It's going to show you like all the people at the institution, which is not what you want if you're trying to email your teacher. It's going to be super confusing. So if you go to the address book for the whole CNM, it's going to be like everybody from A to Z down here. And so that's not what I want, right? Say I want to email my students. And what I want to do is go to the class. And then I'll go to spring 2021 and I'll find the class. And then this is how I can email my whole class. And this is how you can also email your teacher if you want to email them within Brightspace. This is instant messages. This is not super helpful. As a teacher, I don't really prefer to communicate in this way, but depending on your teacher, they will tell you how to communicate best with them. So you can go to email, and then this little address book and compose new message page will come up. So to email your teacher, you can go to address book, and you'll find your recipients down here. So say you want to email that teacher, you're going to, boom, you can see who the teacher is by, it'll say instructor right there. Okay, so just because you clicked on that, this is another pitfall with emailing from Brightspace is it's not clear, like, when the email gets sent, right? So, especially at first, it's confusing because there's a lot of stuff to click. So if we want to email Jennifer Schaller, we're going to click on her, and then we're going to click this little 2 buttons. And then you're not done yet. Then you need to click Add Recipients. And it's going to show up right here. It defaults to putting the title of the course as the subject, but you still want to put a subject. And then you're going to type it here. So you can be like, Dear Professor Schaller, I am emailing to test out the Brightspace email function application. How about that? Thanks. Can you please let me know if you received this message? Thanks. Sincerely, Jennifer Schaller. So, and then if you press send, I don't think I need that many spaces. If you press send, it'll go to me. Let's see if it works. Boom. So it's not super clear that it's been sent. But I can go here and see, oops, I didn't put a title. But look, isn't that very nice? Okay. If you want to add, you can see if the email was sent though. You actually have a sent mailbox in Brightspace, and it'll show all the emails that you've sent from Brightspace. But Brightspace doesn't have storage space for you to communicate with people. It doesn't have its own email inbox. So when you click on this, it's actually a link to email in Outlook. So when you email from Brightspace, you don't check Brightspace. You check Outlook, which is another confusing thing. And then lastly, I have one more tip. I am going to show you what it looks like when I email a whole class. So your teacher might email from Brightspace, and they might email your whole class. So I'm looking for an email I've sent to my students. And there will be one. Here we go. So I'm going to click on this. This is an example of an email that I've sent to a whole class. You'll notice that all the students are listed in the to line. So if you want to reply to your teacher, then you just hit reply. If you hit reply all, you're going to email your whole class. And if you're talking about something of a personal nature, then that would be super embarrassing. So you want to avoid that. So those are some different ways that you can email your teacher. You can reply to their email to you. You can type out their email address, and you can also email them from Brightspace. Again, this one is a tricky way to email. So I've had students who've emailed from Brightspace and said, "You're not emailing me back," and I'm not sure what they're doing in here, but it's a little tricky. So just be careful and pay attention to the little details when you're emailing. And that is all. Thanks for watching this little video. I'm also going to include some chapters from an OER about email and email etiquette in the description for this YouTube video. So if you want to check out more about just sort of like basic guidelines for emailing, like tips, you can check out those URLs. And thanks. Have a good semester.